Okay, the hole is 3/4 plugged now. It's a nice big spot on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and crush this a little bit. So we're at 231 overall height right now. We're 207 from 31. And our diameter 250, 247, 251, 252. So it needs to go a little bigger yet. The hole in this pinion snout is
250.
250. So we need to be at 255 would be nice. Just over a ton of pressure. 254, 253, 254. Bingo. And we went down to 194. We started with 236 or something. But it has a tapered point, so it's kind of fake. But we also pushed the lead into the hole really heavy, so that's compressed in there pretty good too. Okay, so the biggest thing is we are bigger diameter now. So now it'll stay in there. A little leakage we got from being out around, it'll probably knock itself around if we can beat it into the hole. The problem is I don't want to beat on the crank too hard, so I got to be careful. So we're going to have to go in there a little ways, but not too far. Put a little bit of stick them on there just to make me feel important. Punch back. It's all the way in. There we go.
They're now plugged.
It's plugged now. It's in there good and tight too. Now let's see if we did any damage to our pinion snout. I don't know if we can check that. I don't think we can check that anyway. Well, with everything together we can't. Let's see, it's going to be hard to check that, but see, all pumps in the way now, and among other things. And I'm only under a little ways, but it doesn't appear to be swelled up any. So I'm satisfied that we didn't do any damage. That's kind of an important thing, doing hokey crap like this. These are, see, this is it. One off. The other one was good. No, that one's off. What are we gonna do now?
It's coming, right? There we go.
How about that? Is that better? Are you happy now?
Much.
2, 3 marks lined up. 1, 2, and 3. What about 4? When you get 4 lined up. Okay, so half-hour delay. Okay, so now paper clip. the bottom. There it is. It is on the bottom. Okay, we are going in that deep. So that appears to be going all the way through the hole. So that means I didn't pinch the hole off, which is a very important thing to not do. So now the oil goes through this hole, through that hole in the bushing right there. It does not stop and go anywhere else. It goes into the hole right there, and whenever it lines up, and it puts a little bit of into the crank, and that's all she gets. Everything else goes to the top end where it belongs. What little you have with this massive pump. Then we shimmed up all the gears to get as much as we could. It all goes up to your top end, drains back down from the top end into the cylinders in here, and then splash lubricates the pistons and whatever the crank pin didn't get before, it gets splash looped and all the crap coming down from the top. Then it squirts it all back through the breather, lubricates all these gears, and drops the bottom of the case, and it sucks it back out. So how much stuff gets pressure fed on a Harley?
Not much.
Not much. The rocker arms.
Right.
The lifters, the rocker arms, and a little bit gets to the crank. Not much. On later bikes, they have a two-hole system that separates the two, so you get full oil pressure where it needs to be. We're going to use that. All right, fancy. Is that the correct
We don't have
thickness?
to.
Is that the correct one?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Did you measure it?
I did. Previously.
It's the one with the cut corner on it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the correct one.
Should be about 30 thousandths. And there's the cut corner.
Yeah, must be the one. It's going to be your fault if it's wrong.
I'll accept that.
I'm responsible for the oil pressure, so you're responsible for the in-play of the camshaft.
Right.
All that was to get the in-play of the cam, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to blame it on the can being made wrong. The crankcase is being made wrong. Or the Taiwan Teddy cam cover being made wrong.
Combination.
How many? You going to spread it around?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We don't want anyone to feel left out.
That's right. What about me? I feel left out.
That's right. I'm sure we can include you with something.
Okay. I'm running out of goop here. This molasses is about done. I'm not going to have any go racing here in a couple months. I'll use that new can of crap I hate. Yeah. See how it works in a race bike. You never have the stuff you like. That's perfect for the race bike. I like it that way. Smear layer that on it. Slap that sucker together. No gasket
Do some
needed.
runs.
No gasket needed. Make your one pass, pull it apart, squeeze all that crap out of the way, and do it again. If you're lucky, you get 2 passes, and you get 3 miles on your motor instead
Right.
of 1.5. That's like 100% improvement.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It never gets 3 runs. Never. It is done. If it survived 1, it don't survive 2.
Right.
It is done. Alright, oh look at that mess you got there. Oh, jeez, who did that? It's important to make sure you line up your holes. Hey, you don't have that hole to line up. Are you picking on my gasket stuff? Oh, picky, picky, picky. Did we forget anything? No. Well, kind of. There. Are you happy now? Lubricated your washer.
Thank you.
Heavy thrusting action that goes on that straight cut gear.
Mm-hmm. Nothing better than some heavy thrusting.
Okay. Okay. Remember our new screws we had. These look like they're brand new. Fancy ones. Look at that. The same color as everything else, silver. We got those black ones there. Make them look different.
Stand out.
Stand out, yeah. When you put those shitty chrome ones in there, they stand out too when you got everything else silver.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any extra ones.
This is the wrong hole.
It doesn't belong there? It went right in.
Well, that's the issue.
Oh. Thought you needed a helicoil that one. Didn't need to helicoil that one up?
No.
Yeah. Well, you can either find it or you can get a Phillips screwdriver.
There we go.
That. I heard the torque wrench go off.
Yeah, your knuckles.
Was that what that was? I thought that was a torque wrench. Oh, I didn't do it that time.
No, that must not be torqued.
That'd be the elbow. Did after the elbow, the
Another
shoulder.
joint, yeah, and just works its way up.
Yeah. But that's how it worked. So we do our rotational torque pattern here. I haven't screwed up anything yet. Look at that. If you put an electric screwdriver here, what happens?
You start camming out those flatheads, missing them up.
You know, it puts those nice track marks all the way across the cover.
No. As it jumps out.
Yeah, it's going to come out. You can't do power. Everybody thinks you can do that with straight slots, but that's because they've never done it.
Right.
Then they find out what really happens. This one doesn't line up. There it goes. That one didn't want to go in there. Okay, let's see if we have any in-plays and anything. Oh, look at that. Appears to be in play. Appears to be in play. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Keep it right there for a minute. That one's tight.
And that one doesn't have a wash or anything on it.
And then you got the breather right here. Yeah, good in play. Alright, and it rotates and everything. Look at that. It almost rotates itself. Look at that. Ooh, that's got some heavy drag in there. Doesn't like that side.
No.
That's for the oil pump and everything. Pretty good. No drag. Okay, let me do some final torquing. Go the other way. Favorite tool. Chance to screw up stuff. Did that one already. Did that one too, didn't I? Here too, it's tight. This one's tight too. Yep. Now you'll have to retorque these again after it's been run for a little bit. Probably find they're pretty tight already, but tend to give up a little bit. Okay. Another little torque, right? This one hitting harder.
Mm-hmm. Hit harder means you get more torque. And the last one. Are they tight? Oh, damn it. Too tight.
There we go. Seems to be good. See, all that extra work turned out to be good. It worked first time. Of course, that was about the 50th time we put together. First time for real, though, right?
Right.
All right, so we gotta figure out lifters, and distributor needs to go in before we put the top in on. But we can put the cylinders on. They should clear the distributor without a problem. So we put the top that on, but not the heads.
Right.
Distributor will not clear the heads. We do have to check to make sure it will clear the cylinders because we don't know yet. It should. We're using that aftermarket distributor, so
Yes.
double check it. All right, I think that's it for tonight. So we'll get to the lifters and cylinders next time. There you go.